Barack Obama, at a very young age, from like age 1 to 6, was with Islamic.
Is he a terrorist?
You want a soundbite?
I just want to know if you think he's a terrorist. Do you think he's a terrorist?
I think he's a one-man terrorist cell.
Do you think he's a terrorist?
I think he could be.
You think he could be? Why?
He's not a terrorist, but his policies will lead to extra. So.
You still think he's a terrorist?
Could be.
He's a terrorist?
He's got the bloodlines.
What does that mean?
Just think about it. Look at the name.
So you do think he's a terrorist?
I didn't say that, but
I think he is.
You do? Why?
He's got the connection.
Because look at his name.
Okay. When did you first hear of Obama?
4 years ago.
Was that when he was developing Acorn, or was that...
What do you know about Acorn?
I know that it propagated low-income housing to people that couldn't afford it in the Chicago area.
When's the first time you heard of Acorn?
Today.
You think he's a terrorist? So then why did John McCain stand on the stage with him last night?
Well, because that's his job. He has to.
To stand with terrorists?
He's got to let the public know what they're up against.
What's your name?
Mindy
What's your last name, Mindy?
Green.
And Mindy Green thinks Barack Obama's a terrorist.
I do. First time you heard of Sarah? Yeah. The name Sarah?
Sarah Palin. When's the first time you heard of...
of Obama?
I'm asking you guys, when's the first
Maybe
time
the
you heard
first time you heard of Obama.
4 years ago.
Exactly, sir. Your point right there.
When's the first time you heard of Sarah? When's the first time you heard of Sarah Palin?
About a month and a half ago.
When's the first time you heard of Barack Obama?
About a year ago.
So you know Sarah Palin better than you know Barack Obama?
There's more interviews with Sarah Palin than
Really?
there's been on
Really?
Barack that I've seen most recently in the news.
Because that doesn't square with the facts. But you do believe you know Sarah Palin better than Barack?
I think there's been a lot more personal interviews with Sarah than there has been with Barack.
Thank you. When's the first time you heard of
This
Sarah
year.
Palin? This year. When's the first time you heard of Barack Obama?
This year.
This year. You sure about that?
Yeah.
Because he's been running for president for 2 years.
Not familiar with them.
Before we ever heard of Obama.
When did you first hear of Obama?
Maybe 2 years ago, a flash on CNN.
So you heard of Sarah Palin 2 years ago too?
Actually, 3 years ago.
Really?
Yes, really.
Uses questions unless he offers them in writing to you.
You know her better than you know Barack Obama.
No, but you can make judgments on Barack Obama
She
by the
has
terrible...
about 10 times more experience than Obama ever will. I right now have done more community organizing. Are you muting that, sir? You don't like this type of video coverage?
That's really nice.
You like that?
That's really nice.
I found out I was coming here, so
When's the first time you heard of Sarah Palin?
the first time when they announced her as a VP.
When's the first time you heard of Barack Obama?
Here it comes. This guy's good. This guy is good. First time I heard of Barack Obama?
Yeah.
Never.
You think Barack's a terrorist?
Associates himself with them.
Really? Then why did John McCain stand on the stage with him last night?
Democratic process.
To stand with a terrorist?
Two parties, they can increase their side.
So you do think Barack Obama's a
I did
terrorist?
not say that.
Do you think Barack Obama's a terrorist?
Said by association.
So then why is John McCain standing with him on a stage?
Because he's a Democratic candidate.
Barack Obama's a terrorist?
His friend's a terrorist.
He is?
Domestic terrorist.
Really?
But I think you guys are out of your minds.
Why?
Because
So Barack's a terrorist?
you didn't say that.
You didn't say that?
No. But you are a Democrat because you put words in my mouth.
No, I'm not. I'm asking you if you think he's a
I
terrorist.
said no, his friend's a terrorist.
So then why did John McCain stand on the stage with him?
Because he's an honest, good man.
Do you think Barack Obama's a terrorist?
I think you're an idiot.
You think Barack Obama's a terrorist?
I'll be taped, thank you.
So you do think he's a terrorist?
So I don't want to be taped.
Sarah's a normal American.
And Barack isn't?
With some leadership experience.
Barack is a politician. A seasoned politician.
That doesn't make him normal?
No, how many politicians are there versus normal people?
Sarah's one.
She's a politician, but she's more on the normal side.
She's a woman!
She was also.
Guys, you think Barack Obama's a terrorist?
Anywho.
Wait a minute. You're an African American.
Dude, go.
Why are you voting for John McCain over Barack Obama? Why are you voting for John McCain instead of Barack Obama?
At any rate.
I'm just asking you what the difference is between the
You
two.
get out of my face, please.
You guys think Barack Obama's a terrorist? Really? Then why did John McCain stand on the stage with him last night?
Because they were having a debate.
What do you got
Don't
there?
want to vote for.
What is that? What does that say?
This is who you don't want to vote for.
Why do you have that here with you? If you're not going to vote for him,
It's a free country to make fun of him. He's a doll. He's a puppet.
for who?
For us to-
A puppet for who?
For the radical liberals in this country.
He needs gloves to touch him.
You're being deceived.
Really?
Yes, you are.
How long have you known Sarah Palin?
All my life.
All your life.
Yeah, all my life.
When's the first time you heard of Sarah Palin?
About 6 months ago.
When's the first time you heard of Barack Obama?
Probably about.
Unfortunately, too long.
Probably about 3 years ago.
Support Obama. Get
I
away
am.
from us.
No, you're the
Well,
company
go
you keep.
on. You're
Okay, what company are we talking
No,
about?
I'm talking about the company as far.
What company are we talking about?
I'm talking about the likes of guys like Bill
Do you
Ayers.
think Barack Obama's a terrorist?
I think he's a communist and a
Wait,
Marxist.
I want to see what you got underneath.
You think he's a communist?
Yes.
What makes you say that?
Well, I think he was indoctrinated by teachings of his father.
You know, he only saw his father twice in his entire
But
life.
his teachings, the teachings of his father, not personally.
It's so important. How come John McCain didn't bring it up? How come John McCain didn't bring it up in the debate last night if it's so important?
Because I think.
Did that
John-
disappoint you?
No, well, the last question that it did. I think it could have been.
So
brought
you
up
wish he
earlier.
should have brought up Bill Ayers?
I think what I think what he should have brought up was the opportunity when the question was asked.
Huh?
What don't you know?
Yeah, I'm annoyed.
And what he should have told the American public is, I don't know this man over here. I
what
know
are you
some of his
doing
voting
here?
records, but I don't know his tie.
What are you doing here?
Kathy, stop.
You guys think Barack Obama's a terrorist?
3 for 10 or 1 for 5.
You think Barack Obama's
I
a
don't know who
terrorist?
that is.
You don't know who Barack Obama is?
No.
Really?
No.
When's the first time you heard of Sarah Palin?
He's the Joker. Oh, Sarah Palin?
Yeah, when's the first time you heard of her?
Let's see. It went during her Alaskan beauty pageant in the 80s.
You heard about her in the 80s.
I'm into fashion.